Hey guys, Lindsay here.
And Marissa.
And today is August 24th. We are talking about online friendships, offline friendships, and similarities and differences between those two. What do you think?
I don't have any strictly online friendships. I think that's generational for sure. All of the friendships I've formed in person, and now maybe are only online because I've moved far away from them.
I am also in the same boat. All of my friends, other than the VEDA people who I'm just recently now knowing, I know offline. Like Marissa said, a lot of the interactions now are strictly online because we moved and they live far away. We're not really big communicators online, social media wise. It is different because now that I've been interacting with people who I haven't met, it's strange because you get little snippets, especially with the topics. You get little snippets of their personality and you get little snippets of what they think. But it's not like a two-way conversation. I think it's like very slow as opposed to I'm going to sit down and actually have a conversation with you where you can engage and listen and bounce ideas back and forth, which you can do via social media, but it's just, for me, it's a little bit...
It's definitely different than building a relationship. But whereas a younger generation has done a lot more online and met a lot of supportive and wonderful people online that they don't have either in their hometown or their school, it's valid either way. But it is funny when you're talking to someone because the language changes and the meaning of what language words mean. When I was working in a college, someone had taken a picture of me with Joe Biden when he was visiting.
Because we were at the rally.
He was running, right, he was running, and it was someone that I knew, he was a student I knew, but he definitely wasn't my friend, and I didn't, know his phone number or anything like that, so we were at a meeting, and he was like, oh, I have a picture for you, and I was like, yeah, you do, and he was like, oh, are we friends? And I was like, I don't know what to say to that. Are we? We became friends on Facebook to be able to exchange pictures and things, but it was just such a weird sort of conversation because, to me, if someone asked me, are you my friend, that's like a complicated, heavy conversation.
I will also say that, through VEDA, I know things about people due to the topics that I don't know about my friends. I mean, I have no idea who my friends' top pop artist is or what they would tell their future or past selves. In certain ways, I know more about the VEDA folks and, kind of where they're coming from than my friends.
It's a little sterile at first because you're answering these questions and you're listening to other people, but then it moves from sterile to super intimate, right? Because it goes from who's your favorite pop star to let me tell you about a very intimate part of my life. So it's got this weird dynamic of strangely sterile and very intimate, and it swaps, and that's not the way that a relationship evolves. I think we get to the same place, but it's from a very different path.
And sometimes just talking to a camera, you have the ability to edit. You have the ability to do double takes and triple, quadruple takes.
Instead, you're in your neighborhood, you're like, oh shit, I think I offended them, or I said something wrong, or I'm or said something like the person who corrected me that strudel is from Austria and not from Germany. If I said that in my neighborhood, I'd just be that jackass who doesn't know where strudel comes from. Whereas now I can be
right, now
thank you. So there is a lot of that. You can correct yourself and make yourself, sort of appear the way you want to.
Right. Well, you can also take out all the long, awkward pauses. You can take out the awkwardness. So, wow, we had more to talk about than I thought we would when we originally saw the topic.
That was VEDA Day 24.
We will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Peace.